Today I'm going to show you how to Texas rig a decoy. Once you cut your monofilament line, and this is 400-pound test clear monofilament, once you cut it to your desired length, it's pretty important to take a pair of wire cutters or a razor, and you want to really make sure your ends are a clean cut, because if they're not, you'll have trouble getting through the crimps. So I'm cleaning these tag ends, making sure they're nice clean cuts. I take one of these crimps, I run the line through it. Probably leave out about 7 or 8 inches. I'll make a loop in the line, probably about the size of a $half. I've got about 5 inches of line left over. I'm going to run it through that loop once, twice, 3 times. Take that tag end, run it back through your crimp. It's a double crimp. Make sure you cinch it up good and tight. Take your crimping tool or a pair of pliers or the end of a pair of wire cutters. You need to be able to crimp that copper down really tight over the monofilament. If you have a tag end coming out the other side, you want to make sure you trim it off. You don't want it to catch in the weeds or anything. Now I'm going to take the other end, I'm going to run it through the hole in the keel of the decoy. If there's no hole in the keel, you can use a 1/4 inch drill bit and cut a hole in there, but this is probably maybe even a 1/2 inch hole in there. They came pre-cut in the keel. Run the line through the decoy. You can take another crimp, run the line through the crimp. Then you can take your decoy weight. I'm using a 4-ounce sinker. It's an egg sinker. Run the line through the sinker. Bring it out approximately 2 to 3 inches on the other side. Fold it over tightly. Run it back through the crimp. Cinch it up as close as you can to the weight. Take your crimping tool once again. Put a nice secure crimp on there so it doesn't get loose. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a tag end here, so I'm going to trim that off. I don't want it gathering weeds or getting stuck to the other decoy lines. Trim that off, make sure it's not any sharp edges there. And you now have your Texas rig. As you can see, once you throw it in the water and you're done hunting and you want to leave, you pick up your decoy, pull the loop, and off you go.